HefTv. YouTube.com/Lord Hefty.
Isn't it possible I'm just a person? I'm none of those labels. Maybe I'm just a person. A person just as important and as valid as anybody else that's calling me that shit, or anybody else that's fucking posting that shit in the comment section. Just as important as valid as the person who's watching this goddamn video right now. Maybe we're all equal. Maybe we're all just as fucking sane. Maybe we're just fucking crazy people walking around in a world that doesn't make any sense, trying to make fucking sense of it, just trying to minimize the damage we do to everybody else. Maybe that's what I am. Maybe I'm none of those fucking labels. Maybe I'm just an empathic, kind, caring person who's trying to make sense of this crazy fucking world.
Sorry.
Hello?
You have pissed me off beyond measure.
Now I'm gonna bust your
Now I'm gonna
eardrums.
bust your...
Do you have a sheet?
A sheet?
Yeah.
For what?
Well, because you had a sheet last time.
I don't have a sheet this time. I'm unprepared for class. I really didn't... No, I don't have a sheet, unfortunately.
I'm not prepared for gym class. I didn't bring any change your clothes with me.
I didn't either. It's okay, though. Alright, well, might as well.
We'll be alright.
Might as well. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your buttery voiced host, El Heftismo from HefTv. It is podcast day, which means it's Friday, and I am joined by this gentleman right here.
Elite Tumbles. Loves butter.
Yeah, Elite Tumbles who loves butter. He is from HefTv as well, and we're going to start this podcast. What are we talking about first?
This is a lot, too.
I know. So, why don't we start by you telling us about your trolling.
My lovely time at the pizza place.
Well, we can start with that. Yeah, start with the pizza place.
Okay,
Go ahead.
alright. So, I went to get my Corvo tattoo redone yesterday, and I went to the pizza parlor next door like I did before when I got it done, and I got some pizza, which I told them about last time. I was like, you charged me for
Oh, did you really? What did he say?
He's like, oh, sorry, man. And I was like, I just thought you should know.
It's like, yeah, I'm not going to give you a free piece or anything, or, refund your money.
Nothing.
But, yeah, my bad.
Nothing.
Uh-huh.
So I got 2 slices of pizza this time around. Bacon and something, and then buffalo chicken, which was actually really good.
Oh, I bet.
So I sat down in the not bolted down bench.
Right, as usual.
And I was just kind of like, you know what? Like, I want some extra cheese on my burger. On my burger. Oh God.
On your pizza.
On my pizza.
Pizza burger.
And
you're making this up.
Have you ever had pizza burger before? Oh my God, dude.
A pizza burger?
Yeah, dude. Pizza burger with fries on it.
No, but that sounds pretty good.
Whenever I'm at GeneRaCon, I always order one. It's it's like right down the street from where I'm staying at.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay, but so you get your you had bacon and buffalo chicken pizza burger.
And I thought, I'm gonna put some additional Parmesan cheese on this. So I went to grab the Parmesan cheese and I just tipped it just to let the cheese out, and it was one solid clump.
Oh,
so
God.
I turned it upside down and I'm like, what?
It didn't move at all. And I saw the video.
Move, man.
He did this on the video. He sent. We have a group chat, the video chat going on between Tumbles, myself, and Boradul and Mrs. Dool and our buddy Mikey. And Tumbles sent this video yesterday, and he literally just he's sitting at the. And it was so funny because he's doing it all incognito. Yeah, incognito. He's whispering into
they were right at the camera when I was doing it.
They're like, I know this guy's gonna blast this place. But so he's all whispering, and he's like, this place is awful. And then he goes on to be like, look at this, and he holds the Parmesan cheese thing upside down and shakes it, and the cheese doesn't move. I'm like, oh my God.
Oh God.
But the funny part is the pizza was good, right?
The pizza was actually really good. It was actually really good this time around. So I think the first guy that was there when I first got the tattoo done, it was a different dude than him.
Okay.
But it looked like him. But it was a different guy.
Huh.
Yeah. So I told I actually said something to the guy about the Parmesan cheese.
Did you? What did he say?
He was like, "Oh man, I am really sorry about that." So like, he comes
Should have
over.
been like, by the way, I work for the health board, and you guys need to shut this down now.
He comes over and he takes the Parmesan cheese and he grabs another one off the table.
Off the same, like the table right next to it. This one is starting to move by itself and become sentient, and he's like, that's good. Like, nah, I don't think so.
So he was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry about that, man." And I was like, I'm like, yeah, cheese should not do that.
No.
So so I was able to actually pour this one out on top of the pizza, which was actually pretty nice. And as I'm eating the pizza, I look to my right because I hear a buzzing noise, and I'm like, what the hell? I look to my right, dude, there's a dragonfly that's like the size of $1.
Wow.
That's just like, that's on the inside
It's
of
on
the
the
glass.
inside? Oh, boy.
Yeah, and it's like flying, but it's falling and flying.
That's because it had some of the pizza.
Or it's the cheese.
Yeah, or it's the cheese, yeah.
And so, like, I turn my head, and I'm like, what the hell? Like, this thing's flying up, and, like, it's getting closer and closer to the top, and I'm like, yo! Like, I start getting uncomfortable. I'm just like, shit, should I move?
It lands on your pizza, and it's like... and, like, blows a snot rocket on it. You're like, whoa. Come on.
That was uncalled for. But, like... so it ended up falling back down. And it was just, like, a very weird experience. Like...
Are you gonna go back there? Like, God forbid. Like, if you go back and get more work done, or if you go, and get something, are you gonna go back to this pizza place?
Yeah.
Wow. You're something else.
Yeah, either that or because Casey was telling me that they just opened like a juice bar thingy.
Oh, okay.
Like right next door, so I might go there. But like, I was really craving pizza.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
I was feeling pizza, and it was crazy. There was actually 3 people there.
At the pizza place?
Yeah. So it was like, not customer wise. Customer wise, there was one guy, and he said, "This pizza is shit, and it makes me want to throw up."
Is that what he said? He said that to you, or he said it to the guy?
He just said that in general.
He wasn't speaking to anybody in particular.
No, he was
just
just
like,
outright.
"This pizza sucks."
It's like I'm sitting, like I walk over to my seat, I sit down, and one guy's eating pizza, and he looks up and he looks at the TV, and he's like, "Dude, this pizza sucks." It makes me want to hurl. He gets up and just walks out the door, and I'm like, "Yo, what?"
Be like, "Yo, can I have his slice?" Was he done with that?
Can I have that
The
pizza?
dragonfly lands on it. It's like, nah, this one's mine.
It takes the entire train, just flies away with it.
It's like, that's the bus boy for the pizza place, is the dragonfly. Times are tough, man.
Man.
That's quite the adventure.
Yeah.
But the touch-up looks nice.
It definitely does. It bled a lot more.
Yeah, that's because it's still pretty fresh.
Yeah.
And it just went back over healing wounds, so yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I bet
it
pretty...
bled a lot. Like, there was one point where Casey was like, "Dude, you're bleeding a lot." And I was like, "Oh, look at that, I am."
Wow, that should not be on the outside.
That's
They tried to smush it back in. You're like, get in there.
Go.
Come on.
Do math.
Do math. So, let's see. Alright, so we got your pizza adventure out of the way.
Man.
Do you want to talk about Fallout 76 stuff?
Oh
or do
my
you have anything
God.
else you want to talk? I know we have a lot to talk about it there.
Oh my God.
Do you want to go on to something else, or do you want to start with the Fallout 76?
No, let's do the Fallout 76. So, if anybody knows me, I have the absolute worst luck in Fallout, and you can vouch for me.
Oh yeah, we've actually, I think, mentioned it on a couple of the podcasts, and I'm sure that there has been at least a video or two that's on. Oh, maybe it's not on the channel. Maybe it is on the channel. I don't know. I don't know what is on our channel right now, but I'm sure there's a video that is bitching about Fallout 76
or
Fallout at some point.
I
where
think
you're just
there's
like,
like
I can't
4 or
believe this
5 of
happened.
them.
Yeah, so they're out there, but yes, you have notoriously
I have
inhumane luck with this.
Oh my God, dude, my luck is just terrible.
Yeah.
So I thought, I said to myself, I'm just like, well, you know what? Let's go play some Fallout. This is like after, which was weird because this happened. Like I played Fallout 76 after the patch.
Okay.
And then I played it again, and that's when I lost all my power armor. which is really weird.
So you played it subsequent to the patch coming out, and then and you were fine. And then you went back and played it again, and that's when all your stuff was gone.
And all my power armor was
and not even just unequipped, it was just gone.
Yeah, it was just gone. Well, so like I purchased the like skull bone power armor thingy. Like,
the Blood Raider one, or like the one I have, or no?
No.
Okay.
No, dude, yours is awesome looking.
Thanks.
I forget what it was because I usually don't use power armor too much. I think it was just bone excavator armor or something. So that was all on my power armor chassis that I had, and it would have that little like symbol next to it if it was they purchased from the Atomic Shop. So I thought, well, maybe the game just duped itself, and I still have all my armor, and it's still on my chassis. Because it was still showing up power armor chassis and then had that little thing next to it.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, well, maybe it's still on that power armor chassis. So I put that on the ground, and nope, it was gone. I was like, oh.
Wow.
Wonderful. Awesome. Fantastic.
Wow. Like just gone.
Just completely gone. Like, I don't even know what the hell happened to it.
Have you played it since then, since like the hot fixes that they were talking about?
When did the hot fixes come out?
Because I doubt it would come back. I don't think they can just give you back items. I think once they're gone, they're gone.
Yeah, they're gone. Once they're gone, they're gone.
That really sucks, dude.
Yeah.
And I know you don't use power armor a lot. Like the only reason I use mine, well, besides the fact that you can jump from wherever and not die, which is super cool.
Yep. And
you can breathe underwater and it protects. Actually, there's a lot of reasons I use it, but the main one I like using it for is because of the weight increase on the excavator armor. Is that helps out a lot. Like a lot. But one thing I noticed, and I was showing you last time we were playing, is the thing that I hate is where I have to keep, like if I go to fix a weapon or like craft something and I have to get on my power armor for it and I get back into it, it will change. I'll be over encumbered for whatever reason. Yeah. So instead of granting me that extra 100, it does not. So I don't know. And that's been a consistent issue for a while with me on that. And it's frustrating because, like you saw, I have to, like, get back in the power armor, quit out, and then, restart again. And it's just, it's more, it shouldn't be like that. But no, and it should have, and I haven't done enough research to see if it's like, it's got to be more than just me, or unless there's something I'm missing.
I'm sure that's happening to, other people and stuff.
I should probably go check into that at some point.
Dude, did I tell you that people think I'm an actual faction? Like, me alone?
Like you?
Yeah. So, like...
in real life?
No. So, what are you in real life? I'm part of the Free States there, Pilgrim.
Okay.
I had someone message me on the Fallout thing. I took a picture of my camp, and I said... come visit my vending machines. I now have 4 of them because I just have so much stuff that I'm selling.
Sure.
And someone commented on it. They saw the Free State stuff. But the one lady was there. My profile picture for Facebook is the Free States logo.
Okay.
And this girl commented, and she was like, are you a faction? Like, how come there's just, everywhere I'm looking, there's, Free State things? And I kind of wanted to reply back, well, if you're not living under a rock, it's kind of in the Atomic Shop.
Yeah.
Like, she was just like, I don't know, like, there's just all these Free States people just popping. I'm like, is it a faction? Well, you could buy it in the Atomic Shop, so... but no, I told her, I'm like, no, I'm not part of a faction. I'm like, I just enjoy the Free States, yeah. And it was cool because, like, once I posted that on, speaking of which, we're going to completely do a paid advertisement for this. Well, it's not a paid advertisement. Please, any listeners who are listening to this, please purchase my 3-star automatic grenade launcher. I script all of my legendary weapons, including my Deathclaw gauntlets.
Wow.
And that's what it gave me. I was pissed. I literally almost threw my controller down.
Wow,
I was like,
sucks.
you have got to be kidding me. And like, it's the shittiest legendary effect. It's like, what the hell is it called? I forget what it's called, but it's like 40% chance of VATS hit if a critical. And I was just like, that's so stupid. That's so dumb. Gamertag is Elite Tumbles. So if anybody wants to buy that,
that's Tumbles with a Z, by the way.
Yeah, Tumbles with a Z. My camp is located east of Vault 76. It is in my vending machine currently for 900 caps.
And you can completely nuke his camp while you're there.
Yeah, you can do that too.
This e-bagging was brought to you by Tumbles.
Ding.
Ding. Do we have a ding sound? We don't have a ding sound effect. No, it's going to be too late. Don't even do it.
Oh.
Sorry. The moment has passed. But commendable. I know what you were going for.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I just spanked him for everybody that's listening. So...
Just bend over and cook it.
I also want to bring up your... Because on... I think it was brought up in 2 podcasts. We were talking about trolling in Fallout 76. And you had a little thing that you did yesterday, I believe, right, with a Chinese robot, and
oh my! Dude, that was so much fun.
I'm sitting there watching it, and I'm like, wait a minute, because I didn't hear the beginning part, but I kind of figured out what was going on.
Yeah, my fan going like on full blast. So
but it was, from my understanding, the person was like AFK or AFC.
Yep.
Just standing there. Mm-hmm. You happened upon them?
I stumbled across a, like, the Liberator bot. Mm-hmm. I stumbled across one of those and it started firing at me. And now this is, like, right outside Vault 76. So, I mean, like, it's a level 1.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's where it was? All right.
Yeah, so... I let it fire at me a couple times and it started getting closer and closer. So I ran away from it and I saw the guy and I was like, oh, hell yes. So, like, I started running and I ran past him and the cargo bot's chasing after me. I quickly take a sharp right. It loses sight of me because it shot.
And it just aggroes onto that guy, right?
So I sit down and I just crouch down with my chameleon armor. I just turn into the environment. So I started hitting it, and I'm just watching this cargo bot
slowly killing
this level 2.
Which is, it was a level 2?
Yeah. Dude, it was so funny when he died. It literally, like, I thought, like, when he died, there would be, like, basically not what I thought would happen. So pretty much when he died, he dropped, like, a sack of potatoes. It just... I'm like, dude,
did you take his stuff?
Yo, I took a shit right away. He didn't have much.
You took what little he had. You robbed a level 2 player after, like, oh man, wow. You definitely get.
I robbed the level 7 of an entire workshop.
Wait, what?
You know Jorge's Junkyard or Gorge's Junkyard or whatever? Like
maybe.
So it was someone controlled it, and I was like, who is this? And I go over to the AMC.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you spent the caps and took it over?
Yeah. Yep. Because so it was, and like the name, I was just like, I don't even care what level you are, I'm taking it from you. The name was Lil Ven or something.
Okay.
Like Lil, and I was just like, no, I'm taking it. I'm taking it. So, like, I ran over to the workshop, and I just started taking it, and it was like, this will initiate PvP, and I was like,
I'm fine.
I don't even care. It's fine. So, as it's starting to go down, it stops, and I was just like, oh, the guy's here.
Oh, is that what happens? It'll stop when the person arrives?
Yep,
I didn't know
the
that.
person...
I don't even bother.
Yeah.
Like, if somebody has one, I'll just let them have it, because if I really, and I mean, it's more or less just to get the rewards.
Yeah.
Because it's a quick and easy way to get stim packs and, like, plans. Mm-hmm. Granted, we have so many of them. That,
oh my god.
Most of them, it'll have the...
2 of the vending machines are just full of plans and recipes. So, I'm just like, oh, he's here. Like, I know he's here. So I'm just like, well, I'm gonna go hide somewhere so I could surprise attack the dude.
Yeah.
Because I thought he was high level. So I'm hiding behind a bus, and I see him coming down, and I'm watching him. I'm using my chameleon armor. He didn't notice me. I was really glad that he didn't. And he goes over to the workshop, and it's just starting to fire at the workshop. It's like his is starting to go down even further, and I'm just like, yeah, that's because I'm still here, and it's because I haven't left yet.
Oh, that's funny.
He turns around and I stand up, and it says level 7, and I'm like,
oh, this is
oh, you're gonna die.
Oh, wow.
So like I stood up and I just walked over nonchalantly over to the guy, and I just stood there. And he turns around and just does one of those things where he's just like, he has a gun in the ground and he slowly starts standing up. And he sees I'm level 73 and he just stops, and I just stand there and I just pull out my shotgun. And I did the initiate PvP emote. And he did the no. So I was like, okay, well then get the hell out of here because I'm taking this over.
Yeah.
And he wouldn't leave, and it still wouldn't go down. So I was like, dude, if I have to kill you, I will kill you. I'm level 73, you're level 7.
Both people have to shoot in order to initiate that. Otherwise, you just waste your ammo because it does, like, absolutely no damage. Well, it does nominal damage to them.
So he had fired at me.
Okay.
When he first showed up.
So he did shoot at you. So all you would have to do is return fire, and then you would have.
Yep.
Okay,
yep.
I got you now.
So when he first showed up at the workshop, when he was firing at the workbench thing, he fired like a straight bullet, and it hit me when I was in my chameleon.
Fair enough. Okay, I see that. All right.
So that's why I was just like, oh shit, he knows where I am. But then he continued shooting, and I was like, okay, well, wow, all right. So I get down, and I go over to him. Pull out the shotgun. Guy doesn't want to move. It's still there, and I'm just like, bro, like, I don't have time for this stuff. Like, the servers have been crashing on me all day.
Yeah, I had a couple issues with server crashes the other day.
Yeah,
it's problematic. But go on,
dude. I crashed like 5 times in like 20 minutes, and he wasn't leaving, so I was just like, all right, well, I'm gonna kill the guy. So I took one shot at his legs, and his health just dropped.
Like 3/4 just junk.
Basically. And I load the shotgun back up, and he still isn't moving. He backed away a little bit. But then, because I guess he didn't know that he already initiated PvP.
Oh, okay.
So he's firing at me, and like he's not doing a ton of damage, but he is doing damage to me.
Yep.
So I'm just like, I really don't want to do this. Bang. But I will. I killed him. I wanted this workshop. You stood in front of the workshop. I told you, pretty much told you to leave.
You know what I would have done?
What?
Pulled out a mini nuke and just backed up a bit and fired away. There you go.
Did I ever tell a story about what happened one time where that happened, where I went back to my camp? So my camp was like right near there. Like my camp is right now.
Okay.
But it was even closer to it.
Okay.
Except the end of it. So, like, if you were coming up on the other end, nobody could see where you're coming from because there's that hill and the fence.
Okay. Yeah.
So, I was trying to... I think it was, like, level 70 at the time. And I was trying to take it over, and I didn't even notice the fact that someone had already taken over, and they were level 80. So I was like, oh, shit. Crap. So they showed up, and I was like, all right, okay, whatever, you can keep it, it's yours, whatever. And we didn't engage in PvP, but he was firing at me.
Okay.
So I'm just like, dude, stop, or I'm gonna turn off pacifist mode, and I don't care what level you are, I'm gonna kill you. So he continued firing at me, and I was like, all right, I warned you. So I went back to my camp. Minigun, mini nuke, grenades.
Wow.
Grenade launcher, the 50 caliber machine gun.
Loaded up. So
I went back, and sure enough, the guy had a serum or something where he was like, you could jump really high, and he was on the roof of the building. So I'm just firing the mini nukes at him. He
probably had the mutation kangaroo legs.
Yeah.
That's like one of my favorite mutations because
those are cool as hell. Yeah. And so I fired a mini nuke at him.
You farted a mini nuke at him?
Oh my god, that'd be
terrifying.
Is
that what you said? Oh, sorry, I thought that's what you said.
So I fired one at him, and I fired another at him. He didn't die, because I guess one of them... I mean, I think the mini nukes took a huge nerf from Fallout 4 to Fallout 76. I think the fat man took a really big hit.
It may have, because I have the daisy cutter, because it only weighs like 1 pound, because it's like got that 90% reduced carry weight or whatever. Which is funny because the ammo weighs like 3 times as much as the weapon does. But every now and then I'll have one in there for just in case I run into something and I'm like, oh man, I need a mini nuke. Like,
yeah.
But I've definitely come in a couple times where I'm like, how did that not eradicate that individual?
Problem, yeah.
I'm like, how did that?
How did I get rid of it?
Yeah, no, I hear you. But so go on. Sorry.
So, I ended up killing the guy.
Okay.
I ended up killing him. Because I took my 50 caliber machine gun and just started peppering him with it. And, so the dude, I guess, he came back, and I flipped down my mic, and I told him, I'm like, you could have prevented this. I'm like, this didn't have to have happened. Like, I took all of his stuff
I didn't want
and,
to
like,
do this.
250 caps.
Wow.
Yeah. And I was like, this didn't have to happen. Like, I don't like engaging in PvP.
Yeah, I don't
hate
either.
it. And I'm like, but if you fire at me and I tell you to stop and you continue to, I'm going to hit you with everything I have. And, you know, I guess he ended up killing me, and I was like, alright, okay, cool, whatever. So I just put it back. I'm just like, I don't want to engage in PvP with this guy. Dude, did you know that someone wrote on the forum, the follow forum on Facebook that I'm on, they said, people need to stop giving patch 11 so much hate. It's not Bethesda's fault. We shouldn't be yelling at the devs. And I'm like,
wait, what?
What?
Whose fault is it?
That's exactly what. So like there were like 150 comments of like people being like, you know, some people of course are just like, yeah, no, don't blame the devs. Everyone's blaming the devs. Like they have families, and I'm just like, weren't they working on patch 11 for like half a year? Like weren't they working on patch 11 for a very, very long time?
Maybe.
I'm
not sure. I think we might be getting confused with the Friday the 13th patch that was in the works for 6 months.
Yes, that okay.
Yeah, I was like, no, I think he's thinking of the Friday the 13th one. But no, patch 11 was. I mean, luckily I didn't have the issues you had.
Yeah.
I would have been fucking pissed if I had like turned on and just my Blood Raider armor that I paid money for was gone.
See, and I did too. And I'm just kind of like, you know, I have half a mind to put in like a ticket to Bethesda, because like I actually paid money for that skin for my excavator armor, and it's not my fault.
You're always gonna have polarized opinions on stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And you never know. I mean, the OP could have been like just trolling and just, you know, type that in and just be like, hey, now watch, let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Or if they wholeheartedly believe that. I mean, everybody's entitled to their opinion.
Which, you know, hey,
but if it's when you start forcing your opinion onto other people and make them try to agree with you, it's like, well, wait a minute now. Now you're
yeah.
Don't do that.
I actually spoke with a guy who commented on that, and he's like, I stopped playing after patch 11 came out. He's like, because all my power armor was gone.
See, and I think it keeps coming back to that.
Yeah.
Because the legendary thing doesn't bother me. Like, I'm not big. Like, if I come across a legendary creature, cool, awesome, and I'm not farming for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Same.
You know, and besides the power armor thing, it really wasn't a terrible patch. I mean, there were things, you know, obviously a lot of things wrong with it, but I personally have not experienced any of them except for being mildly inconvenienced by having to put all the pieces back onto my chassis. Yeah. So in that respect, I got off like pretty damn easy. But I can absolutely see. I mean, it all depends on your experience with it, I guess. You know, if it's, you know, like I said, like your experience was a lot worse than mine was, so you probably have like that left a worse taste in your mouth than it did mine. So I'm like, well, again, mildly inconvenienced versus, and it's gone.
It's
good. So that's interesting though. But I mean, you still got people that stick up for Friday the 13th game and believe in it. And good for them, man. But
fight for what you believe in.
Yeah.
If you still think it's a good game,
but again, just don't like push people
don't
to
ram it
think
down
of
people's
your
throats.
Yeah, exactly. Just let everybody do their thing.
If people, people have their opinion. Let them have their opinion.
Mm-hmm.
The second that they start shoving it down someone's throat,
we give them that Parmesan cheese from the pizza place. We'll slip into like their milkshake when they're not looking.
Oh God!
Like, didn't you say you wanted Parmesan cheese in that chocolate shake?
Oh.
You gotta like stare them in the eyes while you're doing it.
Dude, so like after that had happened, like I was sitting there and I'm like, yo, I wonder if you could smack the bottom of this if it'll crumble apart. So I'm sitting there.
My worry would be that it would smack you back at that point.
So I grabbed it and I just wailed the bottom of it. Fucking Tanya. The top
popped off?
and it just spills on the table. I'm like,
I'd be like, I am not cleaning this up. Whoopsies.
Whoopsies.
Wow.
It's so
Would
like
just spraggling onto the floor or something?
Yeah.
Nice.
I should have had some of the dragonfly.
They probably it was probably sweeping it up with like a little broom and putting it back into the jar. He's like, should we throw this out? The guy's like, yeah, put it back. What?
It'll be fun.
It'll be fine. Good Lord.
Yeah, man, that's actually all what I had to.
That's pretty good. No, this might be a relatively short podcast today. Dude, Shark Week. Shark Week starts on Sunday, bro. I love Shark Week.
Oh, I don't have.
Do you not love Shark Week?
I don't have TV anymore.
You don't have a TV anymore?
No, I don't have TV anymore. Like, we don't have direct TV and stuff anymore.
So watch it on I'll get it. Hold on.
There's Netflix, Hulu, YouTube.
Oh, yeah. Hulu might have it.
Honestly, so, like, I've been actually watching a ton of stuff from Hulu because Hulu is, like, dominant. Like, they have, like, literally everything.
Yeah, Hulu's a great
Netflix.
A great streaming
as
service.
much as I love Netflix and stuff, like, Hulu is, oh my God.
I like them for different things.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm going to Netflix, it's going to be for movies. Or, like, some stuff that I know they have on there that Hulu doesn't have on there. I go to Hulu for television stuff. And then Amazon Prime, I actually go to for obscure stuff. Like, really neat things that they have on there. So I basically where I'm going with that is I just use them all for different things.
So I like Shark Week. Don't get me wrong, I do.
Wow, came back quick on that one. Yeah, no, I love Shark Week.
Yeah, man. But it sucks not having like walking out of the bedroom, putting on the news or whatever, or on like Annual Planner or something. Like, I can't do that anymore. Like, I don't have that option.
That's all right. You're not really. Honestly, the news. Is there really anything you want to hear in the news anyway that's worth listening to?
That's what my phone's for.
Exactly. You have a phone. If anything good pops up, you'll get a push noti, and then you can just pick and choose.
Pretty much.
Other than that, that's actually when Shark Week comes on. It's like I said, it starts on Sunday. It will be the first time I've turned on my cable box in like 7-8 months. I just don't. I don't watch TV. I watch YouTube or one of the aforementioned streaming services, or I'm at work, or I am doing this, or I am doing YouTube. Or playing video games.
I do love playing video games.
Me too.
That is for sure.
How did you like New Vegas?
Never played it.
You never played New Vegas?
Never played New Vegas.
Really?
Never did.
It's backwards compatible. Why the hell haven't you bought it yet?
It's backwards compatible?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Well, shit.
Yeah. Well, all right. Well, that might have to be a freaking thing for next podcast. Tumbles buys New Vegas. It's actually a pretty fun game.
Dude, this weather has just been so shitty.
Well, all over the place with topics
I
right
don't
now.
know. I'm throwing some scenes.
No, don't worry. No, the weather has been crazy. It's been, again, this weekend's going to be super hot. Not as hot as last weekend, because that just sucked.
Isn't it something like the 80s this weekend?
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's not going to be like it was, last Friday was like 100
my
degrees. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, it was like insufferably oppressive outside. You couldn't, like, breathe. I'd go out for a cigarette, and I can't fucking get my carcinogens and smoke in there because of the natural heat. It's like, you know.
Oh! I have something to talk about.
Okay.
The Area 51.
Okay.
Oh yeah, man, it's coming back.
Good old air. Boy, there's a few topics we can't get away from. That's 76.
I tried to get away Chems for Kids, but
yeah, we're not bringing up Chems for Kids again. But so go on.
So I actually bought a shirt on Monday on my birthday after work. It's an all black shirt, and it has an alien on the front of it. And it's an alien going like this, like from the episode of the SpongeBob, and it's like a little rainbow, and it says "Nobody freaking cares."
That's pretty
so,
good.
Like, I want to bring it to this embroidery place near my house that I want to get "Especially Me" on the back of it.
Oh, that's great.
Like,
where'd you get it at Wally World?
Yeah,
Not bad.
that was like $5 or $7.
I gotta go there after I drop you off. Actually,
They have a Chucky shirt.
What?
They have a Chucky shirt.
I'm not a big Chucky guy.
Well, they have a Chucky, and then they have a Chucky shirt.
They do have fat kid sizes there, which is
They
good.
do.
But I'm going there for specific items.
They've like. So I used to go to Walmart for all my fat kid supplies and stuff, but as of late, Walmart hasn't been having anything for fat kids, and I'm like, what is this? I'm like, I'm a fat person.
Yeah, I'm like, fat people can't be going out of style.
Exactly.
I see the people when I walk into Walmart. And again, I'm fat, so I can say this.
Yeah. Right? We
I'm pretty sure that's how that works.
I would assume. I don't know.
I mean, somebody calls me fat, I'm like, wow, you're perceptive. Very good.
Someone calls me fat, and I'm like, wow, are you a detective?
Right? It's that college education, hard at work there.
Yeah.
So they don't have much fat kid stuff, huh?
No, they really don't, and it's annoying, because I'm just like, why? You guys had, like, everything. Like, I would go over there for my pants, my shirts, my boxers, my socks. I now go there for just my boxers and socks, and even socks I'm starting to wear out on.
Do you think they should have, like, they should have, like, a $2 bargain bin for, like, socks and underwear? Like, it's like...
It's something nobody wants to buy.
Like, they're like just like the defective ones. So there'd be like a pair of boxers where like half of the elastic is sized for like a waist 38 and the other half is like sized for a size 56. So it just kind of like hugs one side and the other droops down, and it's like the $2 bargain bin. And there's like two different socks, and like one has two foot parts on both ends.
Oh my god!
Seriously, Walmart, take our advice. Start one of those.
I would totally buy that.
You know what's great is if somebody got it for you as a gift, you could just immediately be like, "Really? The $2 underwear and sock bin at Walmart for Christmas?
Sock bin worth
You are the worst. You better keep that.
It's like a pair of socks. One of them's like a size 12 foot, and the other one's like a size 4.
It's like a baby sock. I just like the one.
I can get this over one toe.
Yeah, they should do one of those.
That would be awesome. They do it with the movies. They have like a $5 bill.
Well, that's what led me down that road. I was like, because I was gonna make a joke that like now when you were like now the only thing I go there for, it's like I was gonna say bargain bin DVDs. But then when you were like socks and underwear, and I was like, oh, how funny would that be if there was like if you just applied that same. Well, you saw how that went down. So
dude, that would be great. Where are they?
That'd be interesting. Can you imagine the kind of people that would be picking through it though? They're like the dregs. They're like,
I would do it. I'd go through it. I'd be like, yeah.
It'd be like just your feet sticking out because you're all the way at the bottom, like looking.
Where's size 54 and 38?
I know that there's another mismatched pair in here that has that other sock sock in it. They get over here.
It's like people are buying 2 pairs of
Yeah.
socks for 1 pair of sock.
Or like
Socks, not 1 pair of socks,
a pair of sock.
Yeah,
You have a pair of sock.
that'd be kind of cool.
How would you? Well, it'd be the one with the both foot parts on it, right?
Have you ever worn like a designer sock?
Like the real thin ones that feel super duper good. Like if you're wearing a suit or something, you're gonna wear like
Yes.
actual shoes over them.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Yes. Yeah, I love them. I actually have a pair. In there that Howard gave me for Christmas. one year.
Howard. Oh, I
Dude,
miss
I
him,
met
man.
somebody just real quick because it's such a weird. So, I was at work the other day. You know, we have that 5-star program where you have to put your number in and stuff. So, woman comes in and she puts in her number, and her last name is. Right?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, no kidding. That's not, you don't see that last name often. So I was like, I wonder. So I asked her, I was like, by any chance, like, are you related to Howard? And she was like, yeah. It's like, that's, and I was like, no kidding. It was the funniest thing, but just out of nowhere. And I was like, hey, everybody. I was like, oh, my.
Do you remember
It's
when
Hitler Mario. I have a picture of this guy, folks. I wish I could show it to you. Actually,
he
maybe
literally looks like Mario?
Maybe I'll root through, see if I'll do it, and I'll overlay it on the video on this part of the podcast, and maybe I can do that. But you got to see this guy. He was a funny little dude named Howard that we worked with, and he like we made him dress up for like Super Mario from Super Mario Brothers one Halloween, but he had like this like he looked like a certain famous German guy.
Sure.
And I was like,
Wasn't very liked.
yeah, not very popular. But no, and it was just really funny, and that it was a nice enough guy. It was weird, but aren't we all a little weird?
Dude, remember how years ago
No.
when I was the cleano guy
Mm-hmm.
and you were working as the butcher or meat cutter or whatever it is, and we talked about how we wanted to create like a story, I think, of like Sorrentinos being like almost like a horror movie.
Oh
And,
yeah,
like,
Dawn
Howard-
of the Dead and stuff. Right?
Howard's down at the meat counter and he's like fingerprints and like his thumbs are gone and like
Oh my God, I forgot.
Do you remember
about. Yes, but not only that, but I forgot how much he hated fingerprints.
Oh my God.
fingerprints. Yeah, he was like the fingerprints police.
oh my God.
I forgot about that. That's actually really funny.
I actually thought about that the other day and was coming up with how different things for different people. So, Bobo, I'm good to use names, right?
Not last names, first names.
Got
are
it.
okay.
I don't know last names anyway, so Bobo would be a berserker. And he would be completely docile. You could
got
walk
the energy.
right by him, he would only turn hostile if you entered the bathroom.
Yeah.
Now,
Oh no, you better not be pooping. Oh, my
I'm
God.
not. So he like as soon as he hears like the door closing, he just loses it, and like anyone who stands in his path, he like grabs her head and just slams against the wall, and her head like explodes, and like he just runs over to the bathroom and starts banging on it.
Yeah, dude, that's real life. That's not even in the story. That's how it's in real life. Dude's from downstate, man. He does not mess around.
Mine is the face bashing and explosion.
I forgot a lot about that until right now. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, dude.
That was like a long time ago.
I thought about that. I was like,
You got a good memory.
yeah, it could be like a almost like a Resident Evil type deal, and literally there could be a group of survivors who are living at Sorrentino's, that are thriving at Sorrentino's because they have the protection of said berserkers. Like Howard would be docile, Bobo would be docile, unless for Howard you touch the meat case.
You're boring my Xbox to sleep again.
Good night, Xbox.
Good night, Xbox. Bye.
Good night. Bye-bye.
Okay, go on.
Okay.
Shh, it's sleeping.
Okay, don't wake it up.
Okay. All right, we're good.
Yeah, hello?
There we go.
And, like, Howard would be docile until you touch the meat case, in which that case he would have, like, his knife, like, he would have, like, a giant cleaver, and he would come at you, and he would take off your thumbs.
Yeah, right.
And Bob would be docile
until you go into the bathroom.
Until you go into the bathroom. Yep. So we just figured that you could have, like, a group of survivors that are at Sorrentino's with these people there, but they don't harm the survivors because they're not doing anything.
They're not doing anything, yeah.
And I'm just like, you can incorporate the story how, like, if, like, a new group of survivors came through.
You know, it'd be funny if, like, Bob, like, I just got this in my head, like, you know, somebody's going up to, like, make a sandwich or something at the deli, and Bob senses somebody's coming. He's like, "There better not be ordering a sub." So he's just kind of like looking. He's like, he's over there. He's like just looking. He's like, and then the people start making their own sandwich. He's like, "Well, okay." And he just goes back to doing whatever he's doing. So it's like, oh, we made it past him. Just make your own food and you'll be fine.
Goes back to sharpening the slicer.
Yeah,
Dude, you could have, like, you could play for, like, a group of survivors that come into Sorrentino's and, like, they see the other group of survivors and they're just like, how have you guys survived? And they're just like, well, they won't actually do anything unless you provoke them.
Unless you provoke them. Somebody's over there, like, trying to get Bob. He's like, hey, can I get a sandwich? And you just hear, like... It's like, uh-oh.
Like, I want to, like, do it like the other group of survivors, like, end up dying because, like, one of them is like, yo, is there a bathroom here? And one of the other people are like, oh shit, want to play a joke on this guy? Yeah, it's over there. And he goes in there and it, like, alerts Bob, and he's like,
oh,
like,
you just hear...
someone's, like, making a sandwich and is in his way, so he grabs him, smashes their head, and, like, goes over the door and just pounding on it.
He, like, somehow catches the sandwich and starts eating it while he's banging on the door.
As he, like, crushes the dude, the sun goes flying and gets it, and he's like, no, you know,
just
slams on the table.
The best part is that I believe Bob could do that. I believe Bob could do that.
He probably could, man.
Yeah, I might be old, but I'll take you down.
And I just, like, and I'm trying to come up with, like, different characters and stuff of, like, workers who actually work there, but are, like Howard and Bob. And I'm still trying to incorporate how I could do that with everyone. Like, how did I do Rich?
I kind of always pictured him to be kind of, like, already disposed of and just kind of like a set piece at that point. Like, maybe his torso's over there and, like, his mustache is, like, on the wall over there somewhere, you know what I mean? It's like, I'd like to think that, like, were that the case, that he would not survive very long, because who do you think the first person Bob's going to turn on is? He'd be like, oh, I got superpowers? Yeah, come here, little man.
Oh, this is going to be fun.
Bob, what did you need? It's like, oh, yeah, this is going to be good.
Yeah,
no, go ahead, use the bathroom.
But, like, I just kind of like that would be awesome. Like, I feel like it would be, like, a bunch of, like docile people. Like, it could literally be, like, the whole entire store.
Dude.
But it's docile.
I'm gonna feel real bad talking about this, but I'm gonna. So Estelle, remember Estelle?
Oh my, a long time ago. Oh my god, but yeah.
She'd be like the witch in Left 4 Dead.
Just sitting there,
just sitting there, like, in the ears, and then, you know, you come on, and she's like, and you're like, oh crap. And she's like that little frail old lady, man, and freaking, you know.
Yeah, man. Oh my god. Holy shit.
She used to cook up a storm, though.
She really could.
Rest in peace.
Well, like, I honestly want to just say that, like the whole store is, like blown out, you know, stuff has slipped over and everything, you know, the produce is gone and stuff, like.
Wait, really?
What?
Are you being serious or in the
story?
No.
Oh,
I was
in the
like,
story.
whoa.
In the story.
I'm like, no, wait, what?
The story.
Gotcha.
And, like, it could be, like, the whole entire, all of the people who work at the store could be at the store, and it could be, like, Resident Evil 7 type, or Resident Evil type thing, and...
It'd be a small game.
Oh, no, I was just saying that it could be, like, like unmarked location.
Oh, no. Oh, it'd be an unmarked, what Tino's would be? Oh, it'd be an unmarked, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that idea. That's
so
actually
there's
pretty
like,
cool.
there's the cleanup guy who's like wheeling around the flatbed, but there's no cardboard on it. He's just wheeling wheeling it around and stuff. And like he puts them up on the floor and he's swishing it, but there's no water or anything, you know.
Rich could be a ghost in his chair because he'd just be sitting there anyway. It's like the cleanup guy would be going to do the dishes. He's like, I'm on the phone.
It's always you just hear the phone and like the thing that like I'm just kind of like with them all being docile. It could be like a group of survivors that could live in there. But, like, you can't complain. Otherwise, you'd set off people. For Howard, you can't touch skates. For Bob, you can't go to the bathroom.
Rich can't do dishes.
Yep.
Or anything, really, I guess. That
you can't, like, go into the back.
Yeah. You can't go into the back. You go to take a step and a cash register whizzes by your head. You're like, no, I think I'll stay out of there
You, like, push it through the bandsaw.
Oh my God! Yeah, until you see the floating briefcase and the tan jacket. I'm off for the day. All right, I think we can go back there now.
Oh, it should be like that. Like
sued.
He could be like a. Like there could be like only certain times where you are allowed back or you're not allowed in the back. Like if he's there and stuff, like you can't go into the back of the store. But once he like, I don't know, falls asleep or whatever, or
pops
like
a few of his ghost Xanaxes.
And,
oh, much better.
And like, you can go into the back, but like, oh dude, I could write a story about that.
Yeah, should.
That sounds awesome, man. Like it could be like an.
If anybody's still awake at this point, good for you guys.
You get a gold star.
No, I like that idea. I think it's wicked funny. I think I'm definitely going to have to chop that up in editing for sure. Just to work around certain things, but I think we can get it.
Dude, I
like Frisbees.
What?
Wiffle ball's not so bad either.
Have you ever taken a wiffle ball and like...
Yep. Whatever the next part is, absolutely.
Isn't it fun?
I don't know. What were you going to say?
I've like taken like a paintball grenade and like I cut a wiffle ball open and I put the grenade in there, I throw it in the air and I hit it with a baseball bat.
Nope, definitely have not done that. I can say that for sure. Definitely have not done that. But it sounds like fun.
It is fun.
And messy.
It is messy.
Well, I guess we could just end it here. Do you have any? No, you can't talk about topics we talked last time about.
I love how you have like all the ideas from last week still there.
That's because that piece of paper has been there since last week.
Purse and a purse. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Dude, I love it. That was
my favorite one too.
Oh, what a mess.
Oh, what a mess. All right. I guess we're going to sign off for the day. Guys, go out there, do good things because nobody else is going to. If everybody did one good thing for somebody else each day, this world would not be such a bad place. Tumbles, thanks for joining me, buddy.
You know, I always had a question about that.
What's that?
Like, go out there and do good things because if everybody did. So, like, is everyone, like, all the population supposed to do one good thing? Because, like, that wouldn't make sense because if you're doing something nice for half the population and then half the other population receives the kind gesture, are they supposed to give back? Like,
yeah.
Oh.
You just put all that love out there. Everybody does everything good for everybody.
Oh.
This is where you gotta go. So if everybody, I mean, everybody's got to do it. I've been saying that for years, you know.
That'd be pretty cool.
It would be. It'd be a nice world. Wouldn't be so bad.
It would be. Hence,
that's where the outro came from. I know I just blew your mind, didn't I?
My head hurts.
All right, guys. We'll see you next time. Bye, Tumbles.
I got out there for News Channel 13.
For what?
News Channel 13.
Oh, yeah. I saw that, too, when it's on Switch. Basically, it's like...
No. So, like, they sent me... Man sentenced for stabbing estranged wife.
Wow, that never happens.
Isn't life wonderful?
Oh, and on that positive note,
I feel like you should do good things again.
I really should. Guys, go out there, do good things. Double up for that, dude. Go out there and do good things because nobody else is going to. I love you guys. Take care, and we'll smell you next time.